mga ka-breadwinners, this is Angel, and for today's video, I will be walking you through the whole process on how to become a virtual assistant and earn 50,000 pesos per month without experience. So if you are interested in learning more, keep on watching. Video because I've been getting a lot of messages from my friends asking me how can I be a virtual assistant. I wanted to just be at home, earn pounds, make my living enough to provide my family. So that's why I made this video and I'm doing it now. I will be talking about the first part of this video, which is the fundamentals or the basic things you should have in order for you to land your first ever virtual assistant job. You had to make sure that your computer is at least Core i3 and then at least 4 GB RAM up, because usually the client would ask, can you take screenshots of your computer information? So we wanted to make sure that we have that criteria to give them because it's a plus. The second thing is, of course, our internet connection, and my suggestion is at least get 10 Mbps internet speed. So that's it. The third one is your award-winning CV or resume. This is a very important thing to take note, that before you start applying or sending your application to any online job platforms, you had to make sure that you have that prepared. It should be the updated one. Updated means you have your job that you have done to someone else, and then your work experiences, your studies, and anything that, your strengths, your skills. I will pop up a example of resume that I was using when I was applying, when I was using onlinejob.ph to land my first ever job, because I have no experience, but I will create another video about that, and for sure that will be very helpful. The fourth one is your application letter. This is one of the very important things you have to prepare before sending your application. And I will be also sharing you mine, and I think that would be helpful. So you can just comment below if you want it, and I'll just give it to you. I'll send a DM. So before I dive into more deeper conversation, I wanted to really explain the thing, which is what is really a virtual assistant. I've been getting these questions a lot, like a lot. When I said a lot, they would ask me like, what are the works you should be doing as a virtual assistant? Can I do that? Is it easy? Is it hard? So to tell you this in a very informative or short way, a virtual assistant is like an office worker, especially if we're in the Philippines and we have our regular jobs, like we're filing things, we're managing our email, we're managing our files. That's usually the work that we're doing as a virtual assistant, but it's more a virtual way, if you know what I mean. To explain a little bit more about it, a virtual assistant specializing in offering different admin work. So that's like social media management, file management, email marketing, email management, like organic lead generation, creating landing pages, podcast management, graphic designs, image editing, video editing, and a lot of stuff. So it has a lot of variety of, scope of work that you can offer. And it's just depend on the skills and knowledge that you have. I know you have a lot of questions asking me, Angel, what is organic lead generation? What is landing page creation and stuff like that? I don't know about that kind of thing. Can I still land a job without knowing it? Yes, of course. You can still land your dream job without knowing it, because all of us starts from not knowing anything to knowing everything. It's just a matter about learning things, girl. That's my advice to you. To tell you a little bit about my story, I also have my regular job here in Philippines. So I was an office worker. The thing about it is we are working 8 hours a day and still getting less salary at the end of the month. Like, I am a office worker and my regular salary per month is at least 8,000. I even forgot. And girl, that's not enough to make a living here in Philippines. Everything is getting expensive nowadays. So I know about my friend telling me about how great, working online is. And I was like, I had that, I had that thought in my mind, what is it? I wanted to try doing it. At that time, I really wanted to start my virtual assistant work, but I'm kind of like hesitant. Can I do it? Can I make it? I don't even have my experience. Like, what if I don't land my job and I've already quit my day job? Like, what will happen to me? I was in a peak of, choosing my regular job or take a chance on finding online job and earning a little bit more to provide to my family. Especially I'm the breadwinner. I have 4 brothers, and my parents are old and they don't work that much anymore, so the financial stability of our family is getting down. So I don't have time to just plan, or I don't have time to keep on thinking what should I do. But what I did is I take a chance, and the first thing I did is I bought a secondhand laptop worth $9,000, and I also paid my first month for my internet connection. And it was really like you're putting things in there and hoping that it will work, because if not, then what will happen to you? For at least a month, I was keep on sending my applications, hundreds of rejections, let me tell you that, girl. So if you're newbie to this and then you're sending application, and you will end up like getting the interview, and then the interviewer or the employer will just say, we ended up getting someone else, we're wishing you the best for your endeavor and stuff like that. So don't be disappointed, because it's happening. I am now a virtual assistant for 6 years, but I'm still getting no's. So it's part of it. It's part of working online. No's doesn't mean no forever. No means maybe it's not for you, and there's more bigger opportunity waiting for you outside of that. So just believe on yourself, because it's very important to believe on yourself in this kind of career. So now I will be talking about the third part of this video, which is, if you don't have any experience, that doesn't mean you can apply without knowing anything. We have plenty of informative ways to find out things. For me, my best friend is, of course, YouTube and Google. I started not knowing anything. I don't have any mentor. I don't have any friend with me, telling me what to do, what kind of application do I have to make, so it will be like presentable, or it will be like a, butter on the eyes of my employers. I don't have that. So I have to really, it's like a trial and error for me. The more I do, the more I send applications, the more I do interviews, the more I'm getting the algorithm of getting that client. So when I said getting that client, that means you have of course, you still have to learn a few things before applying for, some other job. So these are the basic things that I think you should at least know by watching videos online. First thing is Canva. So Canva is a graphic design tools or video editing tools that most online businesses are using. If you can search these topics on YouTube and make sure you watch all these videos, so that you could at least have an idea of how Canva works. And then whenever your client would ask that on your interview, that do you know about anything about Canva, then at least you can tell. If you want, you can also try playing around on Canva, because it's free. You can make your free account, so you can do that. This is one of the platform that your client are using, and if you know this tool, of course, it's going to be a big point for you. The next one is Google Suites. So Google Suites has a lot of features, and they have Google Documents. They also have Google Sheets, Forms. So I think these are some of the topics that at least you should watch on YouTube about Google Suites, because it's very important. So especially if your client wants you to use Google Documents, or want you to use Google Spreadsheet, or create a forms, or manage your calendar. So at least watch videos, 5 videos about Google Suites and all the functions they have, so that once you land your first job, or once you're in the interview, and then your client or your possible client would ask you about, do you know anything about Google Suites? Do you know anything about Google Forms, spreadsheets? At least you can tell them about it. So it's not really necessary for you to have the experience basically while you are working. But once you have that, knowledge and idea by just watching online, if you know what I mean, you can still land that job, because you have your knowledge about it. The third thing that I will recommend is learn a little bit more about Kajabi. So usually, from what I can tell, most clients who are looking for a virtual assistant are online coaches. When I said online coaches, they could be fitness coaches, business coaches, career coach. There's dozens of different coaches online. So what they do is like they coach people, they create online courses, they create master classes. So, all of those amazing stuff. Also, I will pop up some of the important topics or skills that you need to learn before you land your first ever virtual assistant job. So the first topic that is worth watching for is email marketing or email management. Usually your clients would ask you, can you manage my email messages and do customer service for my clients? So I think that would be very helpful if you can watch some of the videos about how to manage my clients' emails. The second thing is customer service. It's very important. It could be through messages, DMs, or really on calls. So just learn the basic about customer service. The third thing is social media management. So social media management is like your regular posting to your clients' profiles, also engaging with their followers, and also increasing their followers. There's tons of information online, especially in YouTube, about how to do that. So please watch some videos about it, and it's really helpful for you to have those knowledge, and it will be a skills once you start learning how to do all of those kind of stuff. So my advice to you is just keep on learning. Don't stop learning. Just keep on learning. With the field that we're at, especially if you wanted to enter virtual industry, it's very important to keep on learning, because you don't have anyone with you coaching you or mentoring you what to do. You have to do it by yourself. It's either you ask questions if things are unclear, or you do a typing thing on YouTube and find it out by yourself. Some other topics that I think would be helpful as well is how to do organic lead generation. So that's how to find leads through Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is one of the amazing platforms that usually online professionals are using. So I think it's worth watching. So you can just, if you can make your profile on LinkedIn, I think you should do it. For now, I think these videos are one of the basic things that I think you should know first before applying or sending your applications. Oh my god, we're on the fourth part of this video. So the fourth part of this video is, where can you apply online? This is a hot question. Oh my god. Of course, this is my first ever question when I was very much excited to find my first ever job. So good thing right now is like platforms where you can apply online is increasing a lot. You can search online, but I would suggest 2 platforms for now, because I tested myself and I land my first ever job using this platform. So first, which I love the most, is onlinejob.ph. This platform is so amazing that they also post jobs that are looking for freelancers who doesn't have any experience. And the good thing about onlinejob.ph is it's all free. You don't have to buy any connects so that you can send proposal. The only thing about it is you can only send 10 application per day. So you have to make sure that you're sending your application to the job that is fit for you. So you don't want to send applications to those jobs that about engineering stuff. So if you are looking for like A-level kind of jobs, so like data entry, virtual assistant work, or like social media management, graphic designs, or video editing. So at least find those kind of job posting where that fits your skills if you're like a newbie. Also, as I've said, watching those videos so that it will, like those videos that I've mentioned, that will be very helpful so that you can add it on your skills. And whenever you get an interview from someone after sending your application, at least you can offer those that, oh, I know about Kajabi, oh, I know about Teachable, I know how to edit videos, I know how to edit graphics, I know Canva, something like that. So it's very helpful for you. So the second platform is Upwork. Upwork is same like onlinejob.ph. Employers can post vacancies on their company, like if they're looking for a certain freelancer. The thing about Upwork is, what I've noticed is mostly the job postings are project based compared to onlinejob.ph, that is like more into fixed rate or full-time work. There are just like less part-time. So the difference about project based and full-time is, in project based you will be working in a certain project and they will just give you they will just give you the budget of that project. For example, making a design worth of $100, so it's just a one-time project. So once you're done with that, the contract is end. Where else with regards to full-time, they will hire you 8 hours a day to work on their company, and you have a fixed rate that they will be giving you every end of the month. So that's your salary. And you could say, oh, my ideal rate is $1,000, so I would say like $15 per hour for 8 hours. So you could just do your math about that. But usually my employer would ask me, what is your ideal salary? And I would say $1,000 per month, and then I would get like 49,000 or 59,000 pesos, and that would be my ideal monthly salary. So if you wanted to learn more about these two amazing platforms, please check out their website and play around with the platforms itself and pick whichever you wanted to go with. But I would suggest, this video is not sponsored, but I would suggest going to onlinejob.ph because it's free, and you can find amazing employers in there, and it is pretty much user friendly, especially if you're new to all this kind of settings and applying things. So yeah, I would suggest that. And finally, the last part of this video, which is setting up your payment method. So this is very important because you don't want to keep on working, girl, without getting salary or without getting paid. So if you're getting paid, that means what outlet will you be using to get your salary? And that's our topic. I would suggest going to PayPal or Payoneer or TransferWise, also known as Wise. So these three platforms are the ones that I'm using. PayPal is mostly on the top of the list because my clients are from US, UK, basically all around the world. And mostly they are from UK and US, and they use PayPal for some reason, and Wise. And usually if you will find clients through onlinejob.ph, they will use Payoneer. And it's easy, it's all free. They're all free platforms, so please just visit their website, make your account already, so that whenever you land your first job, at least you have all these things ready. Because as far as I've known, you have to send legal documents, so that's your ID, your address or stuff like that. So they have to confirm your identity before you can start receiving payments internationally. I think those are the important informations that you should know before applying online. So once you have all this first, second, third, fourth, fifth steps completed, then get ready to land your first ever job. What you'll do is, if you will decide to go with onlinejob.ph, you have to find the right job posting for you. Send your application with your resume. This template is what I'm using, and I'm getting at least 5 positive response using this template. And I wanted to give this to you guys for free. Just DM me and let me know if you want it, and I can share that to you. Hopefully this video is helpful and will be helpful for you to land your first ever job. I've been there. It's okay. I know how difficult it is to find your first job, especially if you don't have any experience. But believe me, with hope and prayer, you will succeed. So this is Angel again, your breadwinner, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe because I'm new to YouTube, and hit the notification bell below. I think it's below, so that you get notified whenever I upload something amazing. Always. So see you on the next video. Bye bye.